Hello, Shadows and Killers, and welcome to a new World of Tanks video with me, CoolKiller3166, and today we're going to be kind of reviewing, more taking a look at, I would say, the heavy metal hero, I think they call them, the heavy metal hero, M51 Super Sherman. So, I'm going to be talking a bit about the tank, not giving it a full review, but I'm going to be giving you kind of the stuff which I kind of have found whilst playing some of the games which I have in this tank, telling you how you're best to play it, how you should play it, and what its strengths and weaknesses are. The first major weakness that it has is that it has a tier 5 hull. So that means it has tier 5 hull armor, tier 5 engine, tier 5 ammo rack, I suppose. Everything in the hull is the same as it is on the M4 Sherman. So that means obviously the engine and everything which I've just said. So this is a French tier 8 medium tank. Pretty much the same, if not exactly the same, as the Revolution on PC, which if you look at the muzzle brake, it's a clear giveaway to it being the Revolution. Just take a look at the muzzle brake. I mean, it is one thing you can say about it is that it is definitely unique. So yeah, we're playing in it today. We're going to play roughly 2-3 games in it. Also with me speaking a little bit about the tank. So yeah, I'm not going to go too in depth in the historical side. Actually, I'm not really going to go anywhere near the historical side. I'm just going to be sticking to the tank itself. So how it should be used in World of Tanks. This barn looks like it has a bad day in the office. Kind of missing a walk, but it's fine. We love barns. So you should definitely play this tank more defensively. This is really not a swift attacking medium, and I've already been spotted by a scout. Right, please don't shoot me, anybody. But you need to play this tank as defensively as possible, because otherwise you are going to die. I've got one of the worst maps I could have got, so I'm kind of going to stick around here for a bit. Hopefully we get some of the team start spotting tanks so I can kill them. But you can't play this tank as an in-your-face medium like, for example, the Type 59 would be. It's got a very high, it's got the second best shell velocity in the game for a reason. If you haven't got it yet, it's basically, you should be staying at the back, because the shells travel so fast through the air. If you stay at the back, I don't mean camping, but if you stay close enough to your team that you can have an impact, but far enough away so you're not going to get hit, that is the best place to stay, because you have tier 5 hull armor. Anything also in the turret, you don't have a tier 5 turret, but you have tier 5 armor basically. You have 665, I think, it all around the turret, so you need to be careful. I am in a bad situation here, but I need to poke out, first try, pull back. I've tracked him. Now hopefully the team can do some damage to him, or just miss him, because that's apparently we have very good people at aiming on this team. So yeah, as I previously mentioned, this tank does have the second highest shell velocity in the game, and I'm not going to do that again, because otherwise I'm going to start losing health. Hello, friend. Do you care to go in front of me and stick your big fat turret over that hill so I can use it as a bit of cover? Oh. Sorry, mate. Sorry. I do apologise for getting in your way when you're trying to back off. So yeah, you need support from your compadres. I'm going to call them that because it's funny. You need support from your fellow teammates, but you need to you can't carry a game, because everything that hits you is gonna do damage. As you can see, we're not even 3 minutes in, I don't think, and I've already lost more than half my hit points. No, just less than half my hit points. So, and I've taken about 3 shots in this game. No, I mean, like, I don't mean I've fired 3 shots. I mean I've been hit by 3 shots. So you have to be very careful in this tank. This is a kind of theme of the tank. You need to be careful in it. It's like the CDC. You need to be very careful in it, because otherwise one wrong move and the enemy team will punish you, and they will punish you so much you'll die. And that is something that is not a good idea. And I've noticed that we're getting threatened here, so I'm just going to back up and again use this big lump of rock as cover. Just try and take out as many tanks as possible that I can see down there, because put a shot into that T-49. Hopefully he doesn't shoot me or hit me on the move, because oh Jesus, right, this is not a good place to be. And that's what a tank like the IS-3 can do to you. So yeah, now that I have died, I can talk a little bit more about the tank. So it has the horsepower and the engine of the M4 Sherman. So you've got 460 engine power, or horsepower, or well, measured in horsepower. It's not the mobility isn't too bad on this tank, but it's not something that you should rely on to get yourself out of trouble. So it's got a speed limit of 43 kilometers an hour, traverse speed of 42 for both the turret and the hull. So it's not diabolically bad maneuverability. It's just something that you don't rely on to get yourself out of trouble, like you could in, for example, the ELC. You can rely on your maneuverability to get yourself out of trouble, or your speed to get yourself out of trouble, and your low profile. This also has a very high profile, so it's very easy to hit you. So you have to be careful when poking over ridgelines, because obviously it's going to be very easy for enemy tanks to hit you. So now moving on to the armor. As I've mentioned, the turret has 64mm armor all around the turret, at the front side and rear. The hull, it's got 51mm at the front and 38 to the sides and rear. So you again don't rely on your turret armor. But the one thing you can rely on is your gun. It's got a 105mm gun, arguably one of the best guns of tier 8. It carries 51 rounds of ammunition. Its standard ammunition is APCR, premium heat, and HE as HE. So that's you can see my loadout if you want when we get back to the garage. I don't think you can see it in this. No, you can't. So it does an average damage of between 293 to 488 average damage. So that's the kind of the range that you can expect to get. If you high roll, you get 488. And you can expect to penetrate armor between 150mm and 250. So those are kind of the range of penetration. And you have a 4.69 rate of fire. So not a very good rate of fire, but if you have a very high caliber gun like you do on this tank, you need to kind of hold yourself back. It's a bit like the IS-3. The IS-3 gun, I don't mean the armor of it, because obviously that is very different. And it does look like we have lost this game in about 10 seconds if nobody decides to reset. Well, you can't really reset because they set up a defensive perimeter around the base. So yeah, we've lost, and that is an unfortunate GG for the enemy team, because they did do very well there. So have a look at the team list, see how well we did. We didn't do all that well, but and the view range, if you want to know, it's 390, and this thing does not have preferential matchmaking, so you can meet tier 10s. So 828 damage, nothing really to shout about. Probably I wouldn't say this is. I've not really had an extravagant game in it, so obviously if I did, I would have shown you the battle results, so we could get my best game here, but it's unlikely because I'm trying to multitask. So yeah. So I'm just going to have a quick look at the in-game stats. I'm not going to talk about them at all, I'm just going to show you them. So there you go. If you want to pause the video now, take a look at them, you can make your own decisions on them, but here they are. The tracks, the turret, radio, ammunition, and crew. Well, you don't really care about the crew, but there's the armor model if you want to analyze it yourself. Be my guest, pause the video and take a look yourself. So yeah, the only bit of equipment I've put in, which I think a lot of people I'm gonna get, I could get a lot of backlash for this, is um, I've got wet ammo rack on it, or I think it basically makes the ammo rack wet, so it reduces the chances of the ammo rack exploding. Because I felt in my first 2 games, I got ammo racked twice. I don't know whether that's down to bad luck or just the ammo rack being pretty exposed, but I did put wet ammo rack in, just to reduce, and I haven't been ammo racked since, so I don't know whether it could have just been a coincidence or an unlucky, or well, for myself an unlucky shot, for the enemy a lucky shot that hit my ammo rack and set it on fire, and then my turret flew off. So it could have just been a bit unlucky, but I wasn't prepared to take a risk. So that's the only bit of equipment. I could probably put coated optics or a gun rammer on, but I haven't. I'll probably put it on later. I'm just trying to save a bit of money because I'm waiting to get a tier 10, the IS-7. I'm pretty close to getting that from the T10 now. So yeah, I'm saving it for that. So that's why I've not put any equipment on it, because obviously it's like 500,000 silver. So yeah. So we've got another tier 9 game, second in a row. Just mute you, Sunny Jim, just so you don't cause any interference. So and we're on northwest, and it's encounter battle. So I'm gonna be cautious again. I'm probably gonna be less cautious this time. Because cautious, you need to know when to be cautious. I'm still working that out, because I'm used to playing things like the Centurion, where you can be a bit more up in your face with the bouncy gunman and the T32. I'm used to playing more heavy tanks at the moment, so I can be a bit more up in your face. So I'm kind of trying to adapt to that medium tank role, which I grew to love quite a lot over Christmas, and that's faded away now. So I'm still trying to get used to it. I'm just going to stick with this Comet for a bit, because I on this map I like to come here in a medium tank, because I could shoot them to the cap circle and up here. I could like poke over the ridge, but I don't have that ammunition, that that turret armor, and I've already been shot. So some keen-eyed person, I think it must have been that Waffenfäger Alphan's 4, big hit from him. So that has already put me into being more careful, and I don't really want to poke out again and risk getting shot again, because I don't going to return any fire, am I? Hello, Mr. Comet, how you doing, buddy? You fine? Good. Well, you're not taking any damage, I don't think. Oh, yes, you have. You're taking a bit of damage. But I still haven't fired a shot in this game, which is kind of worrying, because, well, if I carry on like this, I'm not going to do very well, am I? Back up, don't want to get shot by that Waffenfäger Alphan's 4 on the ridge. And I've just looked at the map and seen where my team is, and that there's an enemy tank at the back, so I'm going to have to try and pull back, being precautious, not getting shot. Right, let's try and stay in line with this rock, and being ingenuitive, if that is a word. Well, I just made up a new word. I'm thinking of a word, but I can't say it, because I don't know. Oh, Jesus. Right, we're going to kill ourselves here. We kill ourselves. I'm blaming the driver, not myself. We haven't killed ourselves. We actually didn't kill ourselves. That's pretty interesting. So we're going to neutralise the threat at the back, and try and once the threat has been neutralised. I don't know why he hasn't already been taken out, because I've just looked at the 2 tanks which are there, and if you're paying attention, you would have worked out that it's a Löwe and a Waffenfäger Alppanzer 4. Why are there so many Waffenfäger Alppanzer 4? It's probably because the Gorilla just came out. I'll say came out a couple of weeks. Well, I'll say about a week ago now. So that just came out. So maybe a lot of people want to get the Gorilla. I don't know. But that is probably one main reason why there's a lot more Waffenfäger Panzer 4. And what a shot! Okay, I'm pretty proud of that shot. I am. Now we got to deal with AT-32. Which is easier said than done. That Löwe, I'm slightly worried that he might be... Oh, hello. Hello. Löwe, please can you actually do something for once, because that would be pretty interesting. Right, before we start to deal with any of those, let's deal with this. I swear that went through his tank. Or it just bounced off. I swear that went through his tank. Go on, Lurper. No, we're just gonna get killed out. Nice shot. On the T32. Kill him, kill him. No, you're not gonna get. Oh yeah, because you just fired. Nah. Come on, 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 come on. Ooh, that was close. Oh, that was really close. Okay, take out that guy. Right, it's back up. That Lurper has been killed. That is worrying. Right, let's just back up and hope for the best. Right, I think I saw a heavy tank come in. We got a Carnarvon to help us. That is ridiculous. Well, slightly ridiculous. And I've missed the Type 59. I'm not going to risk getting another shot, taking another shot, because he is going to kill me. And we take out the Type 59 as well. So this looks set to be one of my best games. I didn't do all that much damage to the Type 59, but I killed him. So that's good enough for me. There's another shot coming in from up there. Ball 6 still alive. Thought he was killed, but apparently not. Put another shot into the T37. I nearly said 4 then. But I have been playing the T34 a lot recently. Right, come on, Carnarvon, we can get these. We can get these guys. Heavy tank up here. If I go up there and because I'm on 3 health, it's a weird game. This I just realised at the last moment where I am, what I am, and why am I doing this. But I'm on 3 health, so that's obviously good, isn't it? I thought it said I was on 33 health, which is still very low health, but 3 health is just getting lower and lower and lower. That T32 could kill me. I could easily. So there he is. He's flanked around. One shot from one of those will hopefully kill him. Great of the Lord. M51. I don't want to run into him, but I'm just going to turn around because I'm not going to face an M51. Okay, I'll have to face him anyway. Get into there. Right, we're still alive. How long we're going to be alive for is another question, but we're still alive. And I'm just shifting away, trying to make it into cover. He's isolating me, he's going to kill me. I'm stuck. And we don't get another shot into him. So, hopefully we've sealed the win here. I'm going to watch till the end because this could turn out to be quite an exciting game. So we've got T32, we've got Carnarvon, we've got E75, a Conqueror, and we've got a Cheery. So, hurrah. Good old Cheery, bringing up the rear. I'm going to watch the Conqueror, I think. Because I like the Conqueror. It's full upgrade, it's a good tank. I've seen a couple of videos on it, so it looks to be a fairly decent tank to play. So hopefully I can wrap this one up. There's an M51 that killed me. M28. Does he know there's a Conqueror here? And the Conqueror's missed him. Might watch somebody else who is more in the mixer. Oh, he's bit. This Carnarvon just cracked rear onto it. He's been rammed and he's killed. Conqueror puts a shot into the Panther 88. Panther 88 puts a shot into the Conqueror. Conqueror bounces. Conqueror fires another shot, puts into the Panther 88. Where's that Conqueror? Come back. I want to watch you now. Oh, it's a Canadian Conqueror. Conqueror Panther 88 goes to the ramp. Conqueror kills Panther 88. And 51 puts a shot to the side. Conqueror's turret. Conqueror puts a shot into the M51. And the M51 kills the Conqueror. So, now all we have left is a Cheery, T32 and an E75. E75 versus Black Prince. I think there's only really one winner. But Black Prince puts a shot into him. What is it? Is this C75 who's having a big brain fart? Literally. Is he just... I don't know, is he broken? What? Okay. Okay, good. He's finally worked out what his gun's for. Now he's ramming. Okay, he rammed him. He's trying to ram him to death. 1 damage. 23 damage. No damage. 2 damage. 6 damage. Just like, end him. Just end him. What is this? This is just the weird and wonderful world of Tanks, isn't it? Just end him. Oh, I'm enjoying this explosive tank of just playing with all these Black Prince. What is he? The last tank left alive. Haha! Oh, he's ramming him. And he's killing him. Well, that's a level. Let's just. I'm glad. I'm glad I was recording that. That was fairly interesting. So there you go. There's kind of a look at the new M51. It's not currently in the store. I don't think it will be when this video goes out. I'm not sure when. But it's currently, there is the FV305 in the store at the moment. You can still get this tank in the big bundle with all 3 of the heavy metal tanks, with the ISU 130, obviously the FV305, and the M51. So you can still get it. It's a big 30,000 gold bundle, big bundle with all 3 of the tanks in. If you want to buy it, this is the only way to get the ISU 130 and the M51 at the moment. You can obviously get the FV305 in the store at the moment, but the only way to get those other tanks is in the big bundle. So yeah, if you have got the Sherman, the Super Sherman, hopefully this was helpful to you. If it wasn't, sorry. Hopefully you can go find another video who will give you a lot more information of how to play the tank. Hopefully I've showed you a bit how to play the tank. Not really showed you very well, but told you and slightly showed you how to play this tank. And if you have enjoyed, don't forget to smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe now. We really appreciate it. I think now 64 subscribers. So yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you all later. Goodbye.